Hello Aries and welcome to your August 2024 reading. So, before we start, I wanted to announce that the tarot course is finally done and it's on the website, and it is almost like 20 hours of videos treating all the tarot in correspondence with the Three of Life, and you have on top of it a guidebook, complete guidebook to go through with everything you need. As itself, the guidebook is complete, but you have a bunch of videos to explain along the way. So it's a beautiful tool to see where we're at, to better know ourselves, to learn crucial aspect, in my perspective, of the tarot. So there you go. It's there, finally. So on this, I meditated on your energy, and the cards that came out, what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. I know we've had a big water trine lately. Maybe some leftovers. And I think this probably stirred you a lot, because you come in the month with the Nine of Cups in reverse and the King of Wands, and that's you in reverse. So it destabilized you, or it maybe brought to the surface the parts that are in your waters that maybe were not processed, aligned in peace and serenity and so on. So that shook you up. During the month, you will feel delays due to that, okay? I have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. It's like, I can't start the thing. What is preventing me to start, to be enthusiastic when it comes to life, to just, movement forward, to be in my fire? At the end of the month, or it doesn't have to be at the end of the month, can be in 2 weeks or whatever. It all depends on us. I have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So we're finally arriving at the end of fire in our lives that is being directed or put out by unconscious waters, unconscious processed waters. That's enough to stop our directive energy, our fire, to move the wheel of life, okay? And it comes with an Ace of Pentacles, so it comes with something concrete as you are ready to deposit, to drop this. As the time it's going to take you to drop these ones that were unconscious here, they have to become conscious, and then we have to drop them to be able to see the pentacle, because if not, we only see the baggage. So this is, especially we're in Leo season. So being in Leo season, it puts even more fire. And that's the thing. If, my power of intention, my fire, my will, my law of attraction, some of it goes in my conscious will. It will follow my conscious will. But some of it follows my unconscious will. The one maybe following that vibration. And so when we are in Leo or another fire sign, Sagittarius, or even your sign, let's say what happened in the spring maybe now became more intense, and now it's showing you where your unconscious fire is, what it is manifesting in this world. So under our Nine of Cups and our King of Wands in reverse, we have the Sun of Leo. And it's with Nine of Swords. Because in these waters, see 2 nines that are in reverse. That means they're active, but in the unconscious, not in our conscious. We're not spending maybe nights, dreaming or worrying and anxiety, but it's there. Okay, it might peak sometimes, but it's there active in our shadow. On top of the iceberg, under the iceberg. So, 9 of Sword following a 9 of Cup. Unprocessed emotions that create mental distortions. And now the sun is shining on them. So, that's why you might feel a pause. And that pause, of course, with the Hangman. Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, 12th house, Hangman wants you to look at that water and say, hey, why don't you sacrifice that water? Why don't you get rid of it? Because it's actually acting in your life more than what you think. And that's why when you arrive here, we have the Magician. He came on the side. And that's just my guides being, cautious, because some of you, it's going to be like, yeah, I'm dropping that 10 wands. I'm taking that pentacle. And now I'm manifesting with 4 elements in my control. There are elements I do not control. Like swords and like water. Unconscious beliefs, unconscious wounds that direct my fire to just stop. If the Hangman is there, you can view it also as a blessing, because usually it's going to come when, okay, Aries is manifesting unconsciously things he does not want to. He cannot take anymore. So we're going to stop it until he realizes it, until he heals. The timing is now. So let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aries for the month of August 2024. All right. Okay. So, show me the King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. And, well, it's because here, juggling, and in reverse 5 of Cups. And those unprocessed cups, there's unprocessed grievings, sadnesses, and things like that are still being mirrored vibrationally behind your back. This is what it's about. So when it comes to manifesting, a bit in, a bit out, it's disbalanced. When you look at the Magician, he's got that eternity symbol over his head. He knows that one has to flow into the other, feeding the other constantly. The above feeds the below, that is mirrored and feeds the above. And this is inner, outer, feminine, masculine, material, ethereal. It always feeds on one another, generates and feeds on one another. They need to be balanced. And once we understand that, once our mind understands that process, then we can bring as above, so below. We can bring the high frequencies into the vibration of our reality. When it's like this, oh, it's all over the place. Some sparks of greatness and then some out of the blue downfalls. Because the waters are all over the place. The waters of creation, the waters of memory, the waters that create your vibration, the ripples, they're all over the place. So that makes us not completely engaged, but dancing just to make things happen. So let's look at the sun here and the 9 of Swords. So the sun is shining on the moon. Sun and the moon. Conscious, unconscious. Consciousness going right on the moon and discovering that you're holding a paradox within yourself. So the paradox might be, one is, I'm here, I'm growing, I'm becoming me. The unique seed that is me is multiplying into this world in an automatic, beautiful way. Or everything is dark, I'm sad inside. It's like I'm productive, but I'm sad. I'm productive by my own, but I cannot share the joy and the emotions with others. The light does not come into my waters. So I might function because I'm smart, I've got willpower, and I'm using my strategy, my hammer and my chisel, my strategy and my preciseness, my knowledge and my willpower to make things happen, but on a water level. So this is a paradox. Maybe never getting real satisfactions out of our accomplishments. That's a paradox. So here it's trying to readjust twos. Page of Wands and 8 of Wands in reverse. I have the Emperor and I have the Ace of Cups. All right. The Emperor is your masculine. They're saying masculine here, emperor, and take that cup. Maybe your King of Wands is in reverse, but the Emperor is the 4 other kings. There's a cup for you to fix that water, to fix the whatever beliefs that are in your water. Like here, and that's another, paradox. I cannot be emanating and in the sun and at the same time unconsciously freaking out. Some of you consciously. So there's an Ace of Cups here. It's waiting in the hand of God. You need to be an emperor to go and get it. Or at least a King of Cups. Hangman. Ooh, okay. All right. 10 of Swords. It's going to wait for you to get the 10 of Swords out of the 9, unconscious 9, conscious 10. That's what we want, because that's the end of the cycle of swords. Being conscious of maybe all the times that we've used our 3 of Swords to discourage our own masculine, to win over our own masculine. Oh, well, yeah, our own King of Wands. Lovers in reverse also. And that's when we're not able to make the decisions that would actually have a huge impact on our lives. And of course, it's the Emperor that's going to make the decision, but it needs to be inspired by the Empress that is connected above with her, 12-star crown. And she's going to talk to you through the waters, sending the vibrations of the waters. Let's look at that 10 of Wands and that Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay, it's going to be a shock. And they're sending a tower at the same time. They're sending a tower to kind of, I think, break the stiffness, the closeness that prevents you from going into the water and dealing with them. They're going to put a pause and shake. Look at it, Aries. Look at it. Maybe that water trine we went through last month wasn't great. The ones of you that blocked, bite, and say, okay, I'll just go through this. I think they're kind of going to give you the last opportunity to shake you up and to go look at it. When we are conscious of something, that's when we can move on from it. You cannot move on from unconscious things. Things that you're not conscious of. How can you move on from them? You can only bury them, but the deeper you bury them, like when you're trying to de-weed a bad weed in your garden, and you would just cut the head, just cut what shows. The roots would just go deeper and then come out in crazy places. What? How come it's coming out here? That thing used to be over there. Now it's attacking my roses. Now it's attacking my, tomatoes. I say that because this is often what people do. They'll cut the heads. They'll cut what shows. And they think they've cleaned. And that big water trine was kind of, go look all the way to the roots. Where did I pick that up? So once I see it, once I'm conscious of it, then I can make the willing decision to move myself away from it, keep the wisdom of it, okay, because I don't want to go through that again. I'm going to keep the 6 swords. I'm going to keep the wisdom of it. But I will not be reanalyzing and looking at what I have and being exhausted, just working and not being in manifesting mode. There's a difference between working and manifesting. One, you're enjoying it. It's you're getting to know yourself as you're unfolding yourself into this world of matter. And the other one, it's torture. And I don't have the fruits of it, so that means I never get the satisfaction of it. I'm not even sure this is really what I want. Is this me? I don't know. So, how I would call that for you, Aries, this month? This is really like reaching for the roots, okay? You have to reach for the roots to be the magician. De-weed from the roots. De-weed from the roots. This is going to be your title. So on this, my beautiful Aries, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. And don't forget the tarot course if you're interested. Also, if you want a private reading, description below, it's on the website in the service section. So, on this, I'm sending you all my love and light. Thank you for also the donations. It helps more than you think for the ones of you who gave some. And of course, at the full moon, new moon, and we have a full moon in Aquarius here. So our purpose and why we came here will be enlightened. Maybe a bit of swords also. So on these times, I ask the universe to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. On that, namaste, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.